Yo, what's going on, guys? I just came back from work. I am so very tired, but I thought I'd make this review now. But basically, yesterday night, I went to watch Birds of Prey at the same place, here in Malaysia, the one Utama. And I mean, if you haven't seen my underwater movie review, go check that out because I just basically talk about my experience here in Malaysia and, Malaysian cinemas in general. But yeah, I mean, yesterday we had, at work we had these Chinese New Year celebrations, which was really interesting and cool. And I got to leave early, so I went and I saw Birds of Prey. Now, Birds of Prey is the follow-up movie to the very unsuccessful movie Suicide Squad, which was released, I believe in 2016. And, well, this time they changed it up a bit and they went with the R rating, which I absolutely love. So, in this movie, we basically find out that Harley Quinn has broken up with Joker. And when everyone knows about that, every mercenary gets sent after her to try to kill her. And meanwhile, she meets some other DC characters such as the Black Canary and Huntress. Before I get to what I think about the movie though, I just want to say another experience I had with the Malaysian cinemas. So I went to the Dolby Atmos theaters and it was really loud. And thing is they censor everything here. It's crazy because obviously any nudity of that nature is kind of illegal here. I don't know how to put it, but so basically they censored nipples, they censored rude fingers, middle fingers, they censored the B word. They didn't censor the F word. They didn't censor fuck. But I think they did censor bitch because towards the end there was this song that was playing. I don't know, it had some lyrics in it and it kept cutting out midway through. I was like, what the hell? What is this? Why is it cutting out randomly? Is the sound not gonna work anymore or something? But no, it was just they were censoring out a word and also they blurred out a couple words. It's weird. They censor a lot of things here in Malaysia. But anyway, with the movie, I actually really enjoyed it. I think Margot Robbie is just amazing in this movie. And she definitely plays the part. She is just amazing at playing Harley Quinn. The action scenes were a blast to watch. She was funny. It was enjoyable. And I guess the thing that mostly shines in this movie are the action scenes, especially with Harley Quinn, because the choreography or the action is just very well thought out and it's very creative the ways that they take down the enemies and which is really awesome to see with the slow-mo, with all that, and the cinematography is just gorgeous. And I normally don't say that about movies like these superhero movies. Some I do say, but some like this, the cinematography was just gorgeous, like I said. But the color palette as well, everything was very colorful and just beautiful to watch. It's not the most spectacular, don't get me wrong, but it was very gorgeous. But I just, in terms of the plot and the story, I feel like it is very inconsistent. The first 20 minutes or so of the movie was just Margot Robbie voicing over as Harley Quinn, kind of talking about the story, jumping back and forth through time. And I found that very messy and very inconsistent. And I feel like some people will find it very confusing to follow. Because it just keep it just jumped back in time. And here's what happened, a couple of days ago. Here's what happened a month ago, stuff like that. And then it just go back to real time, and then it just be kind of confusing to watch. I was able to follow it, not 100%, but I was still able to say, okay, that's what happened. But it just felt too messy. But here's the thing, this movie isn't really a Birds of Prey movie. It's mostly a Harley Quinn movie, which is fine, It's whatever. I really enjoyed Margot Robbie's performance, but I was expecting it to be more about the Birds of Prey. This is kind of like a prequel of how they like met up, how they know each other, but the more exciting part kind of happens towards the end. And the movie felt kind of lacking because of that. I kind of wanted to see more. I kind of want to see more of these Birds of Prey in action, you know what I mean? But still, then again, it was very interesting to learn about these characters' backstories. I don't know too much about these characters. I know a bit about Harley Quinn, not too much about the other DC characters that were in this movie. The only instance of them that I know about is I used to play Injustice and Injustice 2, that DC game, and I know about Black Canary and her abilities and such, but I don't know too much about these characters. And her ability didn't really shine. I was waiting for it to shine. It didn't really like show too much of what she could do, which was kind of a shame, but I mean, whatever. I thought there was a nice build up with the villain, Black Mask or whatever. I don't know too much about the character. I feel like there could have been more character development for this guy rather than, all we learn about is that he's a guy who likes watching his goons peel off the face of his victims. And I thought like the ending, I'm not going to spoil, don't worry, but I thought it was kind of lackluster in the way that it finished off his character. Like, I wanted more, it just ended so abruptly. I did think that the performance of that character was really good. I thought that Ewan McGregor did a really good job. Like, I don't know how Black Mask is, I don't know too much about the source material, but he seemed pretty menacing. And the same with Harley Quinn, like, she was just crazy, psychotic, yeah, and you can see that in Margot Robbie's performance. It was really on point. I feel like the end fight could have been better. It just felt like the Birds of Prey fighting a bunch of extras, like with Mask on. You just learned that they did something for Black Mask did something for them, and they have to repay him somehow by trying to kill these Birds of Prey. But it felt like a shit show. It just felt this movie really heavily focuses on, heavily celebrates the protagonist and the main cast, which I know a lot of movies do this. All the superhero movies, they do that, but in this movie, it feels like everything goes their way all the time. Like, they escape encounters so easily and so luck-based. And I thought Cassandra Cain was very lackluster in this movie. All you learn is that she is a very expert, like, pickpocketer, and that everyone wants to get to her because she has this diamond. That's basically it. Like, she was basically a trophy this entire movie. She didn't really serve any other purpose than that. And honestly, I didn't really find myself caring too much about her character. Or honestly, any of the characters other than Harley Quinn and a bit of Black Canary. Now, I know I'm picking on this movie a lot, like talking about its flaws, but I honestly did enjoy this movie. It does have its flaws, but I was thoroughly entertained. I would recommend this movie if you want to see Margot Robbie's performance, like just her performance and the action scenes, the cinematography, everything looked very gorgeous. But in terms of the story elements and just other character customization and development, you're not going to get too much of that. So just be wary. But I did have a fun time. I'm going to give Birds of Prey a B. B or B minus, I don't know. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this, kind of my thoughts here in Malaysia. If you have watched Birds of Prey, let me know what you think in the comments below. Like this video if you liked it, and drop a sub if you want to see more. And don't forget to check out any of my previous videos. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time.